Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have episode 4 of our Daggerheart actual play, The Mechanolith. In a moment we're going to go round and everyone's going to give you a little update on who they are, who they're playing, and everyone's level 2 now, so they're going to give you a little rundown of what they've done in their levelling up process. Ooh, treats. And then we'll do a little rundown. Cool, excellent. I'm Pete, and I'm your Game Master.
Sorcerer / mech pilot / celebrity. As a part of my leveling up process, I have created the experience integrated with the device, the mysterious arcanotech implanted in my body. I increased my traits twice as my level up options. So I now have agility +0, strength -1, finesse +2, instinct +2, presence +3, and knowledge +1. And for my domain deck card choice, I took the power Shadowbind, which is a spellcasting option. It's a spell from midnight. Make a spellcast roll against all adversaries within very close range. Targets you succeed against are temporarily restrained as their shadows bind them in place.
Nice. Very cool.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Very, very cool.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you very much, Ben.
Good evening, I'm Dan, and tonight I am still playing a wonderful dwarf by the name of Torgrim. He is a wild-born dwarf druid, Warden of Renewal. And for my advancements, I took another step up in instinct and knowledge.
Cool.
I took some additional wild cards. I believe it was Cindergrasp, which basically I kind of felt was in theme with the setting, and Vicious Entangle as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, alphabet. Yeah, that's me. Hello, I'm Millie. My character is Ganeth, the what is he? He's a lowborn giant brawler. Right. For my level up, I got a new experience, which I've picked Competitive Bastard. Because he is. The level up options, I increased my traits. So I increased, what did I increase? It was strength. So his strength is +3. Ooh. And I took his knowledge up from +1, from 0 to +1.
Nice.
And then I also increased his evasion. So he now has an evasion of 11. And then for his domain card, I chose from, what is that domain? Can't remember what the domain is, but it's Body Basher. So you use the full force of your body in a fight on a successful attack using a weapon with a melee range, my fists. Gain a bonus to your damage roll equal to your strength. So if he hits now...
Is that from Bone or from Valor?
I think it's from Bone, but I'll double check.
I think it's from Bone.
No worries.
Yeah, so it's not the swords.
Someone will put it in the comments below.
It's the shieldy sort of one.
Oh, Valor.
So that is Valor.
Oh, it is Valor. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if he hits, he does 2d10, 2d6 +5.
But wait, there's more because you're a giant as well, which means that melee range is actually close range.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah. And also now my damage thresholds, because I've gone up a tier, minor damage is up to 13 and major damage is up to 26.
26?
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm getting the feeling like he's like. Do you ever play a naked dwarf in WFRP? I've done that in Daggerheart.
Yes. Yes.
And if you get that reference, you might be old.
Yeah. I do get the reference. Hi, I'm Rob. I'm playing Teresimus, the Warborn Infernus Wizard. And when I leveled up, I added a point to evasion because I had to be one more than Ben. I've added 1 point to knowledge and 1 point to agility. I took the Splendor spell, final words, which means I can talk to corpses and get them to tell me stuff. And or not. And then their body turns to dust, which may be the fun part, really. I also took the experience. I read it in a book because that's not going to be annoying at all.
That's a good one, though. I like that. I read it in a book. Excellent. So, we weren't here last week, mainly due to the fact that I had to work late that night and I couldn't stream, which was very annoying. And this week, as you may notice, on my right, Aaron isn't here. He's got work commitments as well. So it'll be our 4 in Nalana's Spear. And as I want to do, we will have Schrodinger characters, right? So if you're not here, you're never here. If you are here, you're always here, kind of thing, right? So Baz just doesn't exist for this episode, rather than come up with some lame excuse that Baz is climbing up the side of the thing, trying to tackle the smog beast on his own. So you made your way finally to Nalana's Spear, and you saw the giant smog beast, which is a huge dragon-sized bat with biomechanical enhancements and smoke and plumes coming out of its back, and cages of captive kobolds strapped to this kind of apparatus with its wings wrapped around the stalactite, and it was breathing a smog into the stalactite through the open windows of different levels. And as you entered the breached skydock, that's the name of the environment that will be in the Nalana's Spear adventure supplement, you could see that its claws were kind of gripping onto the ceiling of the room you'd entered, and there was some kobolds with a bomb that you scared off, and you managed to defuse the bomb, more sort of stamp on the length of rope that was sort of burning its way to a little powder keg in the middle of some breaching charges. And you then were trying to figure out what to do, and you were looking around. You found some gas masks on some of the kobold bodies, but you saw that some of the bodies looked like they'd been lying down asleep when they'd been stabbed. Little sign of a struggle with some of them. You surmised that this smog must be putting them to sleep, and I think one of the kobolds kind of confirmed that later for you. So you're very interested in these kind of gas masks, at which point the elevator came down. You're about to go up the stairs to try and get further up into the stalactite bastion, and the elevator door opened and out walked 3 kobolds in a trench coat. But this trench coat was an armoured one, and various other kobolds that you then had a fight with, and you defeated them, although they summoned lava and there's all kinds of things going on. Ben throwing magic blades, and Ganath flipping a creature around only to find that Baz had put an arrow, or someone had put an arrow in its head. So you defeated them, and then you interrogated the last kobold creeper, who told you of the Flame Speaker, who talks to Gresk, the kobold, this emerging kobold god that you've all been hearing about in the Mechanolith, and that the smog beast had a rider who controlled the chaos engine. That has been mutating kobolds. So they have some sort of engine here, you think somewhere above. At which point you all suddenly felt stronger, more powerful, more worldly, more wise. And Ganath just kind of grew a bit more like huge, the muscle flex, you know. And you had a bit of a rest. And you kind of healed and repaired, helped each other out, started to prepare. Artemis crafted better gas masks. I think Ganath has now got sort of a Bane style thing on their face. And Torgrim was preparing for healing people, and I think Taritamas, I can't remember what you were doing, but I think you were just repairing your armor or something like that.
Something incredibly important, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. You were reading books.
Yes.
So, you are sitting in this chamber with the elevator in front of you, the staircase going up beside it, and the smog has kind of dissipated a bit and cleared a little bit. It's still in the upper levels, and you can still hear the creature moving around. This, distant sound of explosions and the odd rumble through the stalactite. Nothing that you'd consider worrying, but signs of activity higher up.
Was my prep last session gas masks for all? Because I know originally only 2 people had them. And I thought that we'd done, thanks, Dan. We'd done some prep to get gas masks
Yes.
for everybody else.
Yep.
But there was a short rest, wasn't there?
Yeah.
It was a short rest.
Yeah.
How many points is hope, isn't it? Do we get any hope back for the short rest?
Not
No.
unless
Only if you
do,
spent time prepping.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did. Yes, that was it. I got 3 back, didn't I?
Yes,
so
you
I did
got
a 2
3.
and I did a 1. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I didn't
Yeah,
add that
I
to my
didn't,
character
'cause
sheet,
I-
and now I found it. Yep,
I
brilliant.
got HP and stress back because I was pretty battered.
You were.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good fight. Okay, so you kind of sorted yourself out, strapped up your armor, used some of the bits and bobs lying around, pieces of armor and other, defeated soldiers, and you're starting to feel like you're ready to begin again. What is our party of brave, the Fearless Four at the moment? What are you up to?
Weren't
We had
we?
Sorry, Millie, go ahead.
I thought weren't we heading up? Wasn't that the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
think
Baz
there
had
was something
proposed
to
you
do
climb
with-
around the outside, but everyone
but
thought that was a bit
that's
too
bad.
dangerous.
It's a great idea for him, but some of us have got an agility of 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had two plans. One plan was to find the boss and kick his head in, and one plan was to drop the bomb in the dragon's jet intake or something. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were 2 plans that were mentioned last time. Indeed.
I'm still very much on team find the boss.
Yeah, I think. I think we're just going to go up this stair. Like, I've not made massive
Okay.
plan.
No, sure. That's
Go
fine.
up the step. Okay.
Go
So
up
you're
the
going to
stairs
start
is
making
gonna
your
have swam.
way. You start going to making your way up, and there's a series of staircases, and they're well cut, very clean, smooth stone. But there's a very fine texture, kind of cut into the top surface of each step that provides good grip as you're making your way up these steps. And as you head up, after just a few minutes, you can see there's this green tinged, smoky, it's like barbecue roasted, that kind of smoke, but with a green tinge coming off of it. And it's kind of quite thick up ahead, but you kind of keep making your way up. And after a while, you come to a landing, and there are corridors heading off in 4 directions, and you can see the light, the kind of amber orangey light from outside coming in from those 4 directions, and there is an elevator entrance there, but obviously it's still at the bottom. The stairs continue to go up.
I think we should probably check out the level quickly to make sure nobody's going to come and attack us from behind. But I'm not out to inspect books and stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no searching for secret passages and things like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna quickly nip down one of these corridors to see what's on the end of it.
Yeah, just sort of, a bit of the way down. If nobody jumps me,
Sure.
turn around, come back.
As you get sort of halfway down, these corridors are fairly wide. So you think 4 dwarves in armor could walk down this corridor next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
as you kind of get halfway down along the edge, you can see that at the far end, and this is the way that you'd come from. So pointing back towards the Mechanolith, you can see that there's kind of like a large railing around what looks like some sort of balcony, and you can see like the edge of 2 weapon emplacements, perhaps ballistas or something, you're not sure, but they're clearly like clamped onto this railing and pointing out into the sky, and you can see like a big handle. You can't quite see the whole thing.
I have a terrible feeling Tritamas would love this.
He can't see past you anyway, so you're safe until you move out of the way. But why? Could these things? I presume these things are pointing. Their weapons shooting outwards from.
It looks that way, yeah. So you assume that this is some level where maybe there's defensive ramparts on the outside of the stalactite to kind of fire down. And you remember back to Tritamas, actually, because you were looking up at the stalactite as you approached. There were, like, if you remember, like points of light sort of dotted up the side of it. Some of them were bigger than others. You know, maybe this is just, these are, you know, this is a defensive structure. They need some points to, like, shoot things out, right?
Could they be pointed in?
They don't look like they're built that way. Yeah, so they're, whatever kind of mounting they're on looks like it doesn't twist that way. Without going all the way out there, though, you wouldn't be able to tell properly. And you wouldn't be able to tell if you could dismount it unless you went up to it. You can also see that there are the kind of exit to the corridor out onto this balcony. You can see that there's like doors but recessed.
I think you need to be holding a princess in one arm and a hose pipe in the other arm if you want to be able to turn the guns to fire internally.
They would be handy for whatever that big winged thing was earlier.
Or just sort of lift them off the mountings. We don't necessarily have to use the mountings to point them in.
Down one of the corridors, it darkens as a large leathery wing wraps around the side of the side of the stalactite.
Do you want me to
Probably
go and see if I could lift it off?
It'd probably just count as a hand weapon for you anyway.
Hold my hand up.
It's a derringer.
Just put it in my sock. Oh wait, I'm not wearing one. I've got sandals on. They're good
You don't want
sandals.
socks and sandals.
No. You're not a British guy on holiday.
No, no. I'm a frost giant in hell.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Ganathel will head down
Okay.
towards one of these railed pieces of artillery.
Okay, so as you approach, you can see now that there are these doors that have kind of large handles on the inside that you think if you were to pull them across, they would, you know, you could shut this thing. And you can see along the edge of this door recessed in, there's just enough door for handles to be present for you to grab either side. There are little runes. As you look out now, there's kind of a wide balcony. It's not quite a whole semicircle. It's kind of like like a slice of a circle on the edge. And there are 2 large emplacements, large weapons that are kind of on ingenious looking gear like structures, right, mounted on them so it can turn that way and that way. And it looks like sort of like 2 large crossbows placed together, so the bows are like this, and in the middle there is some kind of crystalline structure that sits in there. You've heard about these, and these are basically arcane giant crossbows, basically, that fire out. Yeah. What's the word?
Arbalest.
Arbalest, that's it. Thank you. Yes.
Those are badass. We can have those.
Are you going to go over and see if you can remove it?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like look over my shoulder at the rest of the folks and be like, all right, and go, give it a bit of a wobble and a poke and see if anything tries to bite my face off.
Okay, let's have a strength roll, a strength reaction roll.
Reaction roll, okay.
And we are on let me just get the right difficulty for you for the right environment. We are on the embattled ramparts.
Okay.
So it's difficulty 13.
All right. Let's go. What did I get? Oh, I got 19. Yellow.
Fail a strength roll.
Yellow. Is that with hope?
Doesn't
That's with
count
hope.
on a reaction
Oh,
roll.
it's a reaction roll.
But yeah, it would be.
Yes. Doesn't
All right,
count on
I
a
got-
reaction roll.
19 on my reaction roll.
Okay, so you your large arms like tense and you pull it off. It's the mounting is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you couldn't remount it without fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
But you now have an arcane arbalest in your hands, and an arcane arbalest has it is a finesse. The trait is finesse.
Okay.
The range is very far.
Okay.
The damage is d6 plus 4 damage. Magical. It is two-handed.
Okay.
And it has a trait called brutal. When you roll the
Nice.
maximum value on a damage die, roll an additional damage die.
Nice.
Oh, sexy.
So because that's d6 plus 4, as you guys have got proficiency 2 now, you'd roll 2d6 plus 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't double the modifier, but you don't increase the modifier, you increase the die. So that if you rolled 2 6s, you could roll 2 more d6.
Awesome.
Yep.
My finesse sucks, by the way, chat. So
Mine is 0. It's
mine's,
not mine.
mine's negatively.
I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
strong enough to carry that thing.
Every-
Do we need the
Mine's
whole thing?
negatively as well.
Perhaps
Is the entire structure necessary, or can we make do with the power crystal?
Well, look, I've dragged this thing off the rail. I've defaced public property. I'm probably in a lot of trouble for this. When I
there
get
will
back.
be a form to be filled in or
Yeah.
something, I'm sure.
I am
No,
going
you've
to spend
denied the
a
enemy access
point
to a weapon.
of fear.
Oh no, we have dallied too long.
And as you tear it off, sparks are now coming from the as you guys are there arguing. The mounting that it was strapped to is kind of like it's kind of like strange sparks. You can tell that there's runes across other surfaces of this weapon and the mounting on the railing, and there's kind of a magical sparking, and you can hear from around the side of the stalactite a huge swing of wind as this wing comes flap at the air. The corner of this wing comes round to like almost like blindly scratching for like, I can hear something, I can sense something, I'm going to blindly scratch at you. So everyone needs to make a agility or instinct reaction roll at advantage.
Okay,
Agility or instinct?
I will make
Yes.
I think
agility.
And it's
It's definitely
difficulty
gonna be-
13 because we're on the embattled ramparts.
Sorry, at an advantage.
Do I still have advantage holding onto this giant weapon?
You have advantage because it can't see what it's doing.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
I think we might be all right, chaps.
Everyone
Yeah.
passed.
I got 28, yeah.
Okay, so you all kind of hurl yourselves inside the corridor, off the balcony. But some of you step, very classy. Others throw yourselves. Some people might trip up to you. But you all hurriedly leave the balcony, and this huge leathery kind of wing and this little kind of claw thing is like banging at the rock around it, but it hasn't kind of caught any of you. So you kind of move inside, and it's kind of banging away at that balcony. Seems like an irritant, like it's got an itch.
See, you didn't break it. He did.
Does this wing just look like a leathery thing, or does it look like it's got some meat to it?
It looks like really thick leather, so like scaled up. So it's probably quite thick, but it looks like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like does it look like the webbing, sort of?
It is,
thing?
but imagine
Or-
that's scaled up, so it's quite thick
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
But yeah, it looks like
but
bristle,
shooting through it
you
is
know.
is not going to
Chewing
be.
through it would be very difficult even for you.
All right, I will resist the urge to test the arbalist.
this thing seems to have an excellent sense of hearing.
Probably stop squabbling so much then.
Okay.
What
I
is
know.
it?
Yeah. I guess I'm on point. Oh, wasn't I already on point?
I'm just generally in front.
Yeah.
All right, I will take
Yes.
my new
You were
toy.
on point unless Baz was there, in which case Baz was on point.
No, obviously Schrodinger's character. I was always on point.
So you've always been on point.
Yeah. In fact, I don't know why I'm so competitive.
Because there's no one to be
In
competitive
competition with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I will return to. We've checked, like, there are other corridors on here, on this road.
Yeah, and they're kind of similar. One of them looks like it's heavily scarred by fire, and there is, dropped weapons. There's no
Oh, like-
bodies or anything. Maybe there's
So
been a
this looks like-
fight there, and
Okay, yeah.
bodies have been removed. You're not sure.
Oh, don't like the sound of that.
There's also on the walls, because there's still lingering elements of this smog, right?
Mhm.
The walls have got that, I don't know if any of you have been around many cigarette smokers in your lives, but when there's lots of cigarette smoke in a room and you get that horrible kind of greasy feeling on the walls, it feels a bit like that. Even though the walls are stone, this stuff is gross, and if you like lean on the wall, it feels really kind of, they've kind of it feels like they've kind of contaminated this whole.
We're in my granddad's
this whole
house.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, I don't want to go down there. If there's nothing that's going to jump out and murder us, I suggest we head upstairs.
Up it is then.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah.
so you start making your way up the stairs, and the smog has cleared a little bit, and you start making your way up, and you come to another landing, right? And in just beyond the landing, kind of leads to one big doorway, and there is a sign above the door in Dwarvish, in very, very kind of military style, kind of thing, and it says Bombard Collar Control. Bombard Collar Control. And there's a big heavy door in the door, in the beneath it. Looks quite secure. That looks like recently it's been opened and shut again. There's kind of mess moved out of the way of it. There's some crap on the floor where people have been fighting and dropped stuff. It looks like maybe some blood has been spilled.
Being Warborn.
The stairs keep going up though.
Sorry, being Warborn, would I know what a Bombard Collar Control is?
Yes, you would. So stalactite bastions often have they have a large collar around it, which is basically like a track, which a bombard is mounted on, and it can be moved around that collar so it can point in different directions. So it's kind of like a little mini track that someone inside with an observer, a set of observers, and a control mechanism. It's a bit like a on a submarine when you have your periscope come down. It's got that kind of feel to it. It's like a central chamber that they use to control these things.
And a bombard is just a big gun.
Yeah, remember you got shot at when you were on the
Yes,
chain.
That's exactly what
And
I
you
was
were like, they
thinking.
don't normally point in this direction. But the one thing you do know is that collar control often has a way to communicate with command center.
Hmm.
We can check it in. Give them an update.
See if it's open first.
We are supposed to. We're supposed to. That's the point. That's why we're here, isn't it? Finding out what's happened to them and all that. Yes. Do the
Do
door
we
thing.
knock?
Well, you can call it knock, but off you pop.
Are you going to knock?
Well,
Like Andre the Giant in the Princess Bride.
yeah. Well, it's either knock or put down this thing and try and pull the doors open, isn't it? So, I guess I will. If I open the doors, are you folk going to be ready to, like, I don't know, magic the hell out of the bad guys? Or
That's within my tactical remit. Yes, magic the hell out of the bad guys. Yep, absolutely.
Is that a
I've
new
never studied
experience you're going
Yes.
to write down?
That's my next one.
I've never done the magic stuff. I don't.
No, it's quite easy. Don't worry. It's all in the scarf.
All right, I will put down. I'll put down this arbalist and try and open the door. Then.
Sorry, is it not put down the arbalist and the bomb?
Oh
That's
yeah,
strapped
and
to your back, isn't it?
the bomb I've got in a baby sling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you put the arbalest down. The arbalest is just a two-handed weapon. Anyone could carry it, really. The bomb is the tricky one. Like they need you for. So you put it down on the floor and you move over to the door. So you're gonna push it open.
Yeah. Can I just listen a bit and make sure there's no like kobold sounds?
You
from
listen
the
a
other
bit.
side? Yeah.
And you can hear. Yeah. Scren fast.
All right. I'll like.
Yeah.
I'll just I don't know point at the door and be like,
Flen.
try and.
Scran. Fleer.
Oh no.
They're having a great time there.
They're loving it. They seem to be having fun in there, and one of them's they can hear a kobold laughing.
Okay. I'll make like kobolds in here sim pointing or something. Try not to give the game away, but also I'm not lawborn, so fuck knows
Sure.
what these hand signals are.
Yeah. You're like.
And then try and open the door with a little bit of shock and awe.
Okay, so you are just going to push in and go in, or you're going to test it and then jump. You're just going to shoulder into it and go in.
I'm gonna shock and awe,
Okay,
shoulder into
right.
it and keep going.
So the door's not locked, right?
Oh, excellent.
So as you push into it, it just opens, and there are two kobolds to one side with the big. It's like a big. What's the word I'm looking for?
Spoon.
No, they've got a crank that they're
Oh, okay.
turning, right? And they're there, and then they're doing this. And at the other end, there's a guy with like a periscope set, and he's going, "Ah, flee, blah." And then there's another guy over the other side who's like putting his hand on a large arcane rune on the wall. And when he does that, you hear the two guys on the crank like spot you and stop. The guy on the thing is laughing because something's just been shot at, and the other guy is seems to be distracted. And you kind of step into the room. What would you like to do?
These are the fuckers who shot us, is probably what he shouts, and then he's going to lamp somebody.
Okay.
Like
So you can move. You can move into range with any of them, but there's kind of 3 distinct areas.
I'll head for the 2 on the the 2 on the crank. I'll be like, these are the ones who shot us, and I'll just move straight over to him.
Okay. So you move over. Would you like to do any kind of action or anything?
Yeah, like, I don't know, big swing.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing here? This is an unarmed strike. Oh gosh, I need to remember how to play this game. All right.
We're professionals here at Garblag Games.
Oh no.
What happened?
That is only a 10, but with hope.
10 with hope. Oh, I hope that works. Right, these are kobold troopers. So is difficulty 12.
All right, never mind. I failed. When I fail, do I still get the hope?
Yes, you do.
Excellent.
Yes, you do.
So not used to getting hope.
No, you guys don't normally roll with hope, do you?
No.
They're all completely stunned. So who's going next?
What's the ranges on them?
They're all at close. It's not a huge room. It's like a control center. But if you move into melee with one group of them, you're not in melee with the others.
Okay.
So I can do a far range thing.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's within far.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to try out my grappler on Periscope guy.
Ooh. Go for it. What does this look
Grappler?
like?
Yeah, it's the offhand weapon.
Oh.
So it's like a hooked chain that you fling out towards them, and on a successful hit, you pull them into melee range.
Oh, nice.
Get over here.
Yeah. They're doing Mortal Kombat 2, aren't they?
Well, they are, yeah. Someone was telling me who plays Johnny Cage the other day. And I was
flipping heck.
shocked.
Urban.
I know,
What have we
right?
got? What have we got? We've got
got
an 18
18
with
with
hope. Wow. Is this the episode where maybe because Aaron's not here?
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, I'm
get
sensing
hope.
that.
You also no one knows the rules because Aaron's not here. Okay.
So it's 6 damage, and
6 damage.
Periscope guy is pulled into close range, into melee range
Okay.
by the grappling hook that.
6 damage. That.
Yep.
So it's like it kind of grabs him in the back. He's completely startled because he's having a whale of a time with this periscope, right? Watching what's happening. Obviously, someone's blasting things into the city behind the wall, right, or into the wall itself, or the chained bastion below. You're not sure, but clearly he's doing something he's enjoying, and it grabs him in the back, and he squeals, and you kind of bodily gets lifted away from it, deposited between, I assume, then the 3 of you, right? Because Ganath has run into the room in close range with the 2 at the crank, and that one's been pulled into melee with you guys, and you got hope. So Artemis, you can still move if you want to.
Yes, I might step back so that he's now between Tritimus and
Okay, and you're in the stairwell.
Hairy Dwarf. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, this is making me giggle in my head, so I'd like to do it now, please.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a spell called Power Push. So the guy who's just been grappled straight towards us,
Yes.
I'm going to make a spellcast roll against a target within melee range, which
Yep.
this guy fortunately is.
Yeah.
And on a success, they're knocked back to far range.
So you're gonna throw him back out there.
Yeah, just bing, bang,
Doom,
bing.
doom, doom, doom.
Over
Oh, come on,
here.
have
No,
another go.
go
Have
away.
another go.
Wrong.
Okay.
Do it again. So yeah, I'm going to cast that, and it's just a roll.
Brilliant.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So cool. It's
If
going
he's
to be
going
one
to
surprise
far range,
kobold.
does that mean he's getting fired out of the?
I
No,
don't.
No,
wall?
he'll smash into the wall at the other side.
Okay, so I succeed with hope.
Okay, excellent. Gain a hope.
So I'm adding a hope.
Yep.
In a minute.
And I assume this
And
does some damage.
It does. It does the damage of
So use your-
2d10 plus 2.
Ooh, nice. Let me get my
And
Kobold PDF up, which is available on Drive-Thru RPG, link below.
and that's 15 points of damage.
Wow, wowzers. Okay, right. It gets yoinked by Artemis, who then steps like neatly out the way, and Teresa is like twirls the scarf around and basically uppercuts the guy. He flies through the air. His head, as he flies through the air, his head hits the periscope, and he's kind of ragdolls across the rest of the room, smacks into the wall, and his body slumps down to the floor, dead.
That was a lot of fun.
The guy over by the arcane symbol is now aware of what's going on, sufficiently alerted. But that was with hope, right?
Yep.
So, Dan, would Torgrim like to do something?
Yes, I will go up and deal with the guy on the root
Symbol.
thing.
Yep, okay.
Symbol. I think I will. Can I get into combat with him?
You can move into melee. Yep.
Yeah, I'll move into melee.
Yep.
And I will cast. Just make sure it doesn't take any hope. Cinder Grasp.
Oh, here we go. This is this new
spellcast
ability,
roll.
right?
Make a spellcast roll against a target within melee range. On a success, the target instantly bursts into flames. So, spellcast roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll.
Yep.
Ooh,
Hey!
Critical.
Okay.
So you lose a point of stress, gain a point of hope.
He sets on fire and screams "fuck" really loud in the room.
I mean, I might roll a 1 on damage.
Well, you get an instant max roll on damage and then roll again.
Yeah.
Okay,
So what is your damage on the spell?
D20 plus 3.
What?
Okay, so it's 20 base plus a d20 plus 3.
Okay, so
So you could do 43 points of damage to him.
That would
In
be
which
awesome.
case I might have to do the optional rule. 11. Is that with the plus 3 or was that just a... Okay, so you did 31 points of damage.
yeah.
Okay, so you immolate this kobold. He screams this horrific scream that all of you will remember till the day you die. This kind of super high scream. And I'm going to employ the optional rule for doing 4 hit points of the damage because that was such an amazing roll. And literally his body just turns into ash in front of
Will
you.
have a very satisfied smile on his face.
And there's just like charred boot prints, not even the boots themselves, just charred boot prints on the floor where he was standing. Yes, and the other kobolds in the room are absolutely terrified. But it's still you guys, so who wants to go next?
Can I try and kill these two things in front of me? Or does anybody else want to?
No, feel free.
Alright, so I'm going to use a feature that I keep forgetting I have.
Oh,
Which is just part of the original thing. So part of Powerhouse, which increases my D8 to D10s. Additionally, you can mark a stress to target 2 creatures within melee range on a single attack roll. So I can attack them both.
oh, cool.
Yeah. So basically, whilst they're looking over at their mate burning to death, I'm going to pick them both up and smash them into each other.
Awesome.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Here we go.
So, mark that stress. Did that mark the stress by clicking that button? Let me double check. It did. And then roll that. Come on. Do good. 13. 13?
With fear. 13's a success.
Excellent. Okay, cool. That's enough. But
So
fear,
they both
yeah.
take this damage, right?
Yeah, they both take this damage as I
Literally
smash them.
banging their heads together.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Love it.
Clobbering time.
Yep. 19 points of damage. I rolled 3 threes. That's not fair.
That's still 19 damage. That's crazy from a crap roll.
I know,
Okay.
right?
That's not quite double his severe threshold. So they both take 3 hit points and scream in pain. Smashing their heads together, and you kind of drop them down. And it's my go, and one of them one of them throws himself to the floor and screams, "I surrender! 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 Kill him! I talk!" And the other one looks at him like, "Fuck you!"
Those kobolds.
Is this the point where I explained to him that I can talk to the dead one just as easy as I can talk to you?
But I am also going to spend 2 points of fear. And as you're all standing there, you hear an exhaling noise drafting down the stairs behind you. And Artemis, you see the smog first. It comes in, piling behind you, and pours into the room. Sorry, one fear was to have another go, and one fear was to activate this. That's why I spent 2 fear. The smog comes into the room, and you're kind of taken by surprise by what must have been a fortuitous gust of wind or change of wind direction, and the smog beast breathing at the same time. So I'm going to need you all to make a strength reaction roll with advantage because you have the gas masks on.
Strength.
Night, everyone.
And we are in
Or not.
the bombard
right.
collar control, so the difficulty is 12.
Oh, phew, I made it.
Who have we got? Millie
as I've-
passed, Ben passed, Rob passed, Dan.
No, Rob rolled a 10.
Oh yeah, so Rob rolled a 10. Dan, we need a strength reaction roll with advantage.
Did it not come through?
I can't see it. I maybe.
I did trait. It said 29.
Oh, it's not arrived on my screen.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I believe
Would
you.
you re-roll it?
No, don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine.
I'm looking at it on the character sheet.
Oh, did you roll it from Demiplane?
No, roll it in roll.
No,
20.
I rolled it. I rolled it on the character sheet on roll 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Should come
Let me
through.
try again. Hold on. Well,
should do.
no, it didn't come through. I didn't hear the.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Maybe try refreshing your roll 20, see if it makes a difference.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got 29 though.
That last time I did. That time I got an 8.
Which roll would you like to use?
I'll go with the first one, please.
Okay, right. So the smog creeps in, and you all sort of like brace yourselves. Tritomas, you're so overjoyed about what's going on, and you've just witnessed this burning of a kobold to cinders, and there's dead bodies that you might be able to interrogate. You're kind of excited, and you kind of for a moment are like, your mask is slightly loose as you're kind of. Stroking your face in excitement, and a bit of this smog sneaks in underneath. Please take 1 stress.
Okay, I'm just going to point out, because I rolled a 1 in one of my rolls,
Yes.
I'm going to invoke the Strange Patterns Wizard class feature, and the number I've chosen is 1. And when you roll that number on each duality dice, which I hope that was,
Yes.
gain a hope or clear a stress. So I'm going to clear a stress.
And then
And
gain
then
a take
I'm
a
going
stress.
to add a stress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Oh, it worked that time.
There we go. And that passed. Cool. Okay. So one of them is prostrate on the floor, telling you to kill the other one, and the other one's annoyed. What do
They
you
got
guys want
gas
to do?
masks.
They don't. It doesn't seem to be bothering them.
Well, that's rubbish.
Well, I will look back at the folks in charge because it's clearly not me.
So I will also, when Ganeth turns around to look at me, I'm going to turn around to look at whoever's behind me. We can just all do that.
Yeah, looks at
Well,
Torgrim, and Torgrim looks at Artemis.
And then until we look at Artemis, and then unfortunately she has to be in charge.
Yeah. We need to ask. We don't get to kill them, do we?
Yes.
No, we
Bloody
don't.
bastards. They shot us.
Yes, but they've surrendered. This is.
Oh, now it's okay. When you decide that they surrender, it's okay to not kill them. When I suggest not killing the surrendering ones, we kick them off of the battlements.
Let's interrogate them first, and then decide if we want to throw them off the battlements.
Do you want to interrogate the living ones or the dead ones?
We'll do both.
Why don't we close the door?
They look.
And then you can decide what to do with the kobolds, and I'll try and get the machinery working.
Okay. No, that's fabulous. I hadn't thought of that.
Okay, so you're
Also,
gonna
then the sleepy smoke won't be coming in.
Yes, excellent.
Okay, so you're going to step in the room and shut the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you do that. You've kind of seen quite quickly, and this isn't, this is obviously built to be fairly simple and easy to use. What you didn't see is when you step in and you shut the door, behind the door to the side, there is a some sort of like tube that you can take off the wall.
Ahoy hoy! It's a speaking tube.
It is a speaking tube.
That looks more like internal communications to me. We don't want to communicate with people further up. We don't want them to know we're here. We're trying to communicate back to the chain bastion or to headquarters.
What if there are survivors on the end of in the other place?
Do you not think it's vastly more likely that there's going to be more trouble?
Yes, I think it is vastly more likely.
Look, just because I think the ale glass is half full doesn't mean everybody is dead.
No, I'm inclined to agree with you that not everybody is dead, but announcing our presence, whether to embattled locals or vile intruders, is probably not a great idea.
What about
Is this internal comms, or will it reach back to base?
It's just internal comms. It's literally like a tube that goes up to the command center at the top of the stalactite. Are you going to pick it up?
You know what we can do? We can try and use it to get a view of what's going on up there. It's not what it's designed for, but a little bit of tinkering, I can probably use it to spy through.
I'll shrug. That's way beyond my capabilities. I was going to say hello.
You want to walk over and pick it up and say hello?
Hello.
If
I won't, because everybody doesn't want me to.
If Kenneth tries to do that, I'm literally going to jump on top of her as if they're giving me a piggyback to try and stop them.
As you two get closer to it and you jump on her to stop him doing that, you can see now on the it's on like a mounting, right? And it's slotted into like a little cup that it comes out of, and you can pick it up. And there is like some sort of thing going on the side. Something's flapping up and down like this on the side of it. It's almost as if it's to draw your attention.
Let me have a look.
Whilst
what's
the
it
pair
doing?
of us are squabbling, Artemis gets past. Get off!
Looks like Thorgrim gets to question the kobolds then.
Okay, so Artemis is going over to look at the telephone. Torgrim, what are you doing? Are you going to grill the kobolds? Or are you just
Not
going to keep an eye
literally.
on them? Well, you've already done one.
I've already done one. That was
They look
well
at you
done, that one.
in terror as you approach.
Excellent.
And they're like, Dwarf, don't kill us like that. No, that's how he kills you.
Who's he?
They don't seem to want to say.
What's his name?
You know. They're kind of gesturing. They won't say. You assume you mean Throx.
Mm.
They're both kind of grovelling in the corner now, sitting next to each other. And the one that had volunteered the other one for death is kind of slightly more vocal, and he says, "What you want to know?"
What's that thing with the gas?
The smoke beast. It's deadly. These things are horrific. We're terrified. They've rounded up a load of our people into cages. That defiler. Ugh. The other one like elbows him.
How big is it?
The beast. It's huge. It's wrapped around the stalactite. And he seems to be like scared and terrified just thinking about it.
How do we kill it?
You don't run, leave, hide, as kobolds do. Kill its rider, says the other one, and he's like, go wild, killed its rider.
Who's riding it?
They're kind of staring at each other, and the guy on the right says, Rogar the Defiler. He rides it. He's a servant of Throx.
He's a what? Oh, he's a servant of Throx.
One of those from Udril.
Is he a demon or?
It's a hobgoblin.
Oh, hobgoblin. Oh, we can take care of
Wrapped
that.
in black steel.
Wrapped in black steel. Right.
He's terrifying. I would leave now.
What do you want to do with him? I say it to everyone else.
You turn around, right? Artemis, you pick this up, and it's literally like they've got some kind of like tube that you can talk into and hear the other at the thing, and the little thing is flicking, as if someone upstairs is trying to get your attention.
Okay, yeah. Let's pick it up.
Okay,
See what they have to
you get
say.
close to it, and you kind of have to stand next to it, and you can hear someone going, "Anybody there? Anybody? Bloody hell! Oh, anybody there? Anybody there?"
On my control receiving, over.
What? Who's this?
No names, don't be silly.
Well, you don't sound much like a kobold.
Neither do you. I'm assuming one of the former residents of this
I'm
fine
the Sky
establishment.
Herald.
Excellent. Pleasure
I
to meet
assume
you.
you've been sent by the forces below.
Yes,
I
but
hope
the
you
right
have.
ones, not the wrong ones.
Yes, well, we've been trying to send messages down, but someone's blocking us from below.
Below?
There's some magical field we can't get past.
Rude. Very well, what do I need to know?
There's a group of kobolds and some hobgoblin, I don't know, warrior. They're trying
Yes, the
to
hobgoblin, servant of Throx. Is he the one that carries the Chaos Engine? Is he the one with the Chaos Engine?
He's placed the Chaos Engine in the communal area above the quarters.
How big is it? What does it do?
It's the size of a wagon.
Ugh.
And they push kobolds in one end, and horrible, twisted, warped creatures come out the other end. It's a twisted lump of metal and archaeotech that looks like it's filled with kind of crystalline lava. It is a foul ruination of Throx.
Right, that'll have to go. The hobgoblin, the rider of the bat dragon thing.
The smog beast.
Yes, that.
Yes, that's not a creature that kobolds could control.
No,
That
they
requires
arrived in baskets.
a powerful magic user. And this hobgoblin's clearly some lieutenant of Throx's forces in this region.
Mm. Where are you holed up, Mr. Herald?
I am in the inner vault of the command center, where all the last place we can stand.
Sealed?
It's sealed. I haven't opened the emergency exit to the bunker and passageway up into Udril. I've been hoping that someone might send forces to aid us, but I fear that most of our forces are dead. I think the last of our soldiers are either fighting in the quarters or have hidden in the sapper staging on the outward stalactite.
Well,
Protect it.
I should tell you we're not a large force. We're an investigative team rather than a full strike force. However,
You can hear him kind of sigh.
we are not without
Talfor.
resources.
Did Talfor send you?
Text notes.
Hang on.
So Talfor is your
Yes.
sponsor in the Order of
Yeah.
Specialists.
He did.
Yes.
He's like specialists, right? Very well. Well, that's maybe what we need, in fact. The main forces are trying to get in here. All of our plans, all of our information, all of our key resources, artifacts are in this vault with me right now. I have brought them here, and many a brave soul has died defending what we can, but they are trying to take down the vault doors. The Chaos Engine is in the communal area, I believe lightly defended because they have defeated most everybody else. If you can move that to sapper staging, we could drop that stalactite on the forces below, and I believe that would destroy the Chaos Engine.
That would be awesome.
But if you do that, I fear the forces may retreat. I feel their plan requires their Chaos Engine.
Hmm.
We may not be able to capture all these. They may get away if you do that. But Chaos Engine is something we cannot abide.
I think I can manage the Chaos Engine.
I would be careful. These are straight from Throx itself.
What do we know about the layout of the floors? Is he basically asking us to move the Chaos Engine down a couple of floors?
Up and across.
Up and across?
Yeah.
Okay, up and across is harder than down.
There's an elevator.
There is an elevator.
Yes.
That's true. What about if we just destroy the Chaos Engine?
I'm not sure you have tools powerful enough to do such a thing. Unless you gather all the blasting charges in the stalactite. But if you destroy the Chaos Engine in the heart of Nalana's spear, this entire fortification will fall. And the chain will tear a hole through the wall.
We don't want that.
And we don't want that. If we drop the forward stalactite, that is set to blast.
Understood. So if we can't fix the problem with the engine, we need to move it to the upper staging area where it can be dropped. We also need to try and take out the leader of their forces.
I would be careful. This creature, whoever it is clearly powerful if it has a smog beast as its mount.
We did have a bit of a strategy on the smog beast as well, so buck up. Let your chaps know that help is on the way.
There are a few left, but we will do our best.
Do you have any smithing, forging, or anything like that left out and about outside of your...
Well, you're in collar control. The level above you is the armory.
Ah, now we're talking. Excellent.
They've probably plundered it,
Oh, no doubt.
but there are tools and gear there for smithing. Naturally.
Good, good. Well, if we can get back in touch with you at any point, we will.
Well, if you can get back to this line, then yes.
No other way of contacting the surface thing.
We've been attempting to flash lights out the window for a while, but now we're locked in the center. We can't get to the outer, skin of the stalactite.
Where's Bombard ammunition camped? Is it nearby?
There's a feed that comes down through the rock.
Mm.
It's replenished from the armory.
Okay, well, that might work. All right, not to worry. If we can get in touch with the surface, we'll get some reinforcements sent up. In the meantime, we'll sort out the Chaos Engine, deal with the Smog Beast and the Rider, and come and knock you up when you're ready to come out.
If you manage all of that, come and shake my hand. Good luck.
Well, see you soon.
Okay, and he signs off.
I like to imagine like there's been this very professional conversation, but meanwhile in the background, Gnath and Tritimus are basically doing a...
Shh, talking.
And Thorgrim's just like got his hands on fire and looking at these two kobolds
Yeah.
who have dehydrated from the amount they've soiled themselves.
Yeah.
So there's the arcane thing on the wall. There's the periscope, and then there's the crank. Torgrim is talking to the kobolds. Artemis is on the phone. Are you two doing anything?
I think eventually we'll stop squabbling.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe. Unless Tritimus doesn't. Like,
No. I think I'm socially aware.
Tritimus has
enough
got
to
a black eye. Just from...
Yeah. I'm socially
started
aware.
it.
Yeah, I think we've finished now. It's fine.
Okay. It's
Call
a
it a
small
draw.
space.
yeah.
Can't we just Can't we just keep these kobolds sort of in here? They can't do any damage, can they? They can play with periscope.
And the bombard controls.
And they can fire the bombard controls, yeah.
Can't you switch them off? It must have an off switch somewhere.
Why would it have an off switch? It's just very sensible dwarves operating it normally, and they don't haphazardly just whack the giant button that says fire.
Yeah.
Surely there must be like a secret kill switch or something.
You can have a look through the... Maybe not,
Just
who knows?
deactivate it.
There could be. Give me a minute.
I think it's easier to deactivate the kobolds.
I'm not a fan of just murdering
You
people.
tie us up, says one of them. Tie us up. I won't do anything. Teritamas, you have a wander over and have a peek into the periscope.
Mm.
And currently, it looks like the bombard is pointing down at the wall and the city. And the few blasts that you've kind of heard have been shots fired in that direction. And you can see thin trails. This isn't like the biggest weapon in the world, but they've fired on the...
I've got it.
On the city.
We fashion a rudimentary parachute and drop the kobolds out of the bombard. They go down to the city where they get captured and questioned, and that way they survive. We don't have to worry about them. We get a message down below. Everything works out. I'm a genius. You could thank me later. Somebody get on working out how that's going to work. I'm going to look at this big button.
Are you going to take the kobolds and drop them over the ledge?
No, we could use my cloak.
We're going to action man.
There's
these
no
bad boys out of the
access
upstairs
to the
window.
outside world in this level.
Oh, okay.
You are currently in like a little chamber with a periscope and a crank and a button on the wall.
Look,
Okay,
look.
can we just most importantly, can we crank this thing so it's pointing away from the wall?
Yes, you may.
Yes. Ganath,
Okay.
could you? Sorry, it's
Ganath just
my
goes.
nails.
Boink.
Can I just stab him?
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just
We
going
can't leave. We
you're gonna
can't leave
dispatch
these
the
people.
kobolds.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay.
Then we
The
get
dwarf
lots...
kills the kobolds. Well, Artemis goes, you deal with that. I'm going to look at the arcane thing. And then the dwarf goes, and they go, "Yeah."
Can't leave them behind to escape.
Okay,
and
so
inform others
Terutimus,
where we are.
you turn, Ganath like cranks the crank, and you're looking through the periscope, right? And the view rotates round, and you look down and you can see down, but at a bit of an angle, you can see the chain bastion of Forward Station out there, and there is an amassed army around it, like things flying out, and you see force fields go, and you see this and that fly. You see a giant like creatures, huge biomechanical Titan type things walking along with ash and smoke flying out of them, a sea of kobolds crawling across the floor. But you see the defenders of the chain bastion, which is this huge castle structure with loads of weapons, suddenly like light up as like arrows, flaming weapons, arcane blasts sort of shoot out of it, and a crackling various magical little bubbles around it, or sort of little shields appear in the air between it and the enemy, and there seems to be this kind of big battle going on that looks super cool.
Alec, we should be down. Are we supposed to be down there? That looks a way hell of cool, more fun than we are having here.
Is it pointing at the enemy yet?
Yes, I did the thing.
Bang.
Pointed
Yeah. You watch as a blast goes off towards the thing.
Oh, right. Yes, do that.
If we move it ever so slightly, could we write a message in explosions?
Just fire it really quickly. Write letters in the sky.
Joined up writing.
Okay, so you start. It fires down at the forces, and you see it's really far away, so it's hard to see. Although you do sense that you've got some kind of, it's obviously some kind of telescope, optical thing going on, because you can, see it. It's clearly quite far away, and you see this kind of land in this big force, like one of those rocks in Lord of the Rings when it falls into the Mordor orcs, kind of, and they're like a load of them just go flying. That kind of thing. It looks cool. Terutimus is having fun and giggling at the periscope.
It just really made my
There's no
day.
sound though, which is a shame.
So obviously I'm going, boom! Beep.
Well, we can't stay here, bang, and do this all day. Much as it's fun and entertaining for us, bang. We could keep doing this, but we have somewhat more pressing business. So the chap I chatted with, lovely fellow, Sky Marshal, probably important, I assume. TT, you know about ranks and stuff. That must be an
Yes.
important one, yes?
He
It
probably
sounds
knows
important.
my dad.
Sky
Yes.
Herald Tesk is who you were told that you could talk to when you got here.
Anyway, he's still alive. Splendid. Ganath, you were right. That means I owe you nothing because we didn't wager anything. Yes, he's got some of his chaps, and they've got all of the most dangerous and valuable things, and they've barricaded themselves in with all of that and are dealing with lots of kobolds trying to break their way in and steal their stuff. But he did tell us where the Chaos Engine is. It's in the communal area, which is a floor up or something.
So above the living quarters.
Above the living quarters. So we've got to go through the living quarters to go to the level above that. But above us right now here is the armory, which is fantastic because we can go to the armory and we can get lots and lots of things that we can then use to ruin everybody else's day. It'll be spectacular. Everybody with me so far? Good.
Right.
So, Chaos Engine, what he said was move it to a forward stalactite and we can drop it and the stalactite on some other people. But it is the size of a wagon, which is a little bit clunky, but we can put it in the elevator. I'm thinking instead that their Chaos Engine kind of works like a really crappy version of the device. So we might be able to mess it up in a different way, but I'd need to get up there and have a look at it first. Anyway, once we've done that, their big boss chap, who's the rider, whose name I've forgotten. Somebody asked one of the... Oh, too late.
No, it's not.
Rogar the Defiler.
Rogar the Defiler. They do go in for their... like, all in for the commitment with the names, don't they?
He has a chaos engine. He defiles things.
It's fair. It's accurate.
Do you think?
Do you think his mother calls him that?
He's from the Guildford Defilers.
I do
Now
feel
pronounce
we
you
should
Mr. and Mrs.
rename.
the Defiler.
We should rename the Smog Beast Smogby.
Well, another
Smog
option, of
Beast.
course, is that we could still blow up the Smog Beast. That remains a choice. We do have a gigantic bomb. We
Smog
can't blow up the Chaos Engine in the middle because it'll take the whole tower and drop it on the Chain Bastion, which is bad, TT. We can't do that.
I'm moderately concerned about answering this question. Does anyone think that any sort of spellcaster of a certain level of power could, like, sit on the Smog Beast?
No. No, these things are raised among the Throxian forces and then edited by their foul magics. I think it would probably take some umbrage at the wrong spellcaster trying to sit on it.
Oh.
So
We'll kill the rider, and it should.
it might just
confuse the
leave if we
Smog
kill the
Bee.
rider.
Okay, right. That sounds like a maybe to me. So
Dropping the
Tally-ho.
bomb in its intakes remains a solid choice as well.
Okay, sure. Not sure how I sit on it then, but sure. Yeah, that's
Oh, you don't sit on it then, you watch it explode.
okay. They're very similar things. I can see why you think that what might be attractive to me. Yeah.
You do like things exploding, though, so
That's
it's not
true,
a
that's
giant
true.
leap.
It's just a really tricky decision now.
No Smog Beast for you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so
So-
what are you doing?
Up to the armory.
Okay.
Sounds like plan A. Scavenge whatever we can from in there. Then up against the living quarters to either deactivate or move the Chaos Engine, which in theory should absolutely piss off Mr. the Defiler. And then he will either leave with Smogby or come hunting us and then we kill him and then the Smogby will fly away. Or while he's hunting us, we drop a bomb in the intake on the Smogby. So he can't even then run away while he's trying to hunt us.
I've got options. Let's go up armory.
Yeah, let's hit the armory and
Okay.
we can reevaluate the plan from there.
I'm sensing a montage.
And as we leave, I'll just suggest that the kobolds are asleep to Artemis. Like, they're just napping.
Groovy.
I'm quite intelligent, Ganath. They're dead from being stabbed. That liquid puddle that they're in, that's blood.
Oh, well, it's just being nice.
I know. I appreciate the effort.
And I'll pick up the arbalist and the bomb.
Okay. So you open the door, pick your stuff up, get yourselves together, and then you're going to head up. Or Artemis, did you want to check for a
I would quite
deactivation code?
like to tinker with the bombard control so that
Let's have a knowledge roll.
tinkering? Oh no, knowledging is
Because
analyzing,
you
isn't it?
analyze it, you're trying to figure out from the runes and the setup, like, is there actually a deactivation thing?
Very
If there
well.
not then you may finesse to try and...
I shall then integrate with the device somewhat more thoroughly. Spend a point of hope to get +2 on that.
Okay.
And
What does that look like when you say you integrate with the device? Is it like things are going on and like...
yeah,
there's just things
activating the device itself as I go up and don't make full contact, but start stretching out little connectors and
Ooh.
sensor tendrils and
Okay, cool.
mechadendrites.
Mechadendrites.
So
Cool.
it's 12 with hope.
Yep, 12 is the difficulty, so that's good. So as you move up and you put your hand out and your mechadendrites kind of start tickling out from your body, you actually see that there are a series of other very small runes that your kind of magical investigative powers kind of highlight with a little glow, almost like a detect magic spell, right? Kind of they glow
Which I
and
have.
reveal themselves to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
you
have
can see
arcane
that
sense.
it says to you, basically, you press it to fire it, you swipe down across it to turn it off, and you swipe up across it to turn it on.
Okay.
Because there's a set of runes that are slightly hidden above and below it that when they go in a certain pattern, it will turn it on or off.
No, switch it off for the time being then.
Okay. Right.
Swipe
So
left.
you power it down.
Bombing the citadel.
Yep. Cool. Okay. So you gather your things together, deactivate the bombard, and you start to head back up the stairs. As you're heading up, you can hear above you like a faint, like hammer on anvil sound somewhere distant, and it's quite faint. So you're not sure what you're expecting as you get up there. As you kind of come onto the armory level, it's a large, a huge dwarven hall type thing, right? Spread out like this, with these kind of curving, undulating ceiling. And where it comes down into a column, right? And in the middle of each kind of crest, there is like a forge with a chimney going up into the ceiling. And within them are faintly glowing fires of forges, right? All the way down the far end, someone is doing something on a forge you can't see just because of line of sight. But this is like a industrial forge level. There's like 30, 40 anvils in front of their own forges with smaller side anvils and cooling buckets and bellows and all that stuff, right? So each area's got its own kind of all its kind of gear, and around the place you can see that lots of it's been trashed, right? So lots of it's kicked over, some of it's burnt. There are some bodies dotted around, dwarves and kobolds, and there is also a smattering of like weapons and armor and tools and gear and replacement mounts for arcane arbalists and things like that, sort of dotted around, right? So you kind of have a free reign of tier 1 weapons and armor right here. It's not none of what you've got here is kind of like the good stuff, because most of that's been taken, or maybe it's hidden, you're not sure. But that's kind of the level you come into. So it's dark with these little glowing fires. There's a distant ting, ting, ting going on. And, yeah. What would you like to do?
We have to go towards the noise, right?
Yeah, unless anybody wants us to particularly go somewhere else, Ganath's gonna head towards the noise.
Okay.
Going to be where the better stuff is, if there is anything.
I
You
agree.
start moving in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, you can see that there are staircases going up at certain points. There's 3 large helical staircases going up into the ceiling at different points.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're getting closer and closer, you can see that over in the far corner there is a forge going, and there is a figure at the forge that has got a hammer and is then having to put that hammer down, pick something up with the same hand with a pair of tongs, turn it over, get the hammer, and it's like it falls off. A dwarven voice grunts. And on the side to one side, you can see a mechanical arm that is sort of resting up and severely damaged, placed to one side, and there's kind of a nice shaft of light kind of angling on it as you approach, and this dwarven figure kind of picks it up again, puts it on the thing. Oh, damn it. Oh. And occasionally sort of looking around, slightly worried.
Excuse me.
In Dwarven.
They leap out of their skin and turn around. This dwarven woman is standing there. She's got chainmail armor on, sweating, and looks like she is about to faint at any moment, right? Maybe due to shock, maybe due to blood loss. She seems to be injured, and she kind of stumbles backwards and reaches for her arm that's lying on the side and kind of picks it up and sort of said, who are you?
Don't worry, she's harmless.
She sees a dwarf there, and she kicks a nearby tool in your direction. You here to help?
Yeah.
Telford sent us.
Oh. I don't know any of your fancy folk. I just work here. My arm got busted. Are there any of them around? They all seem to have gone upstairs.
Oh, them. No, they're upstairs. Let me take a look at your arm.
Back off.
No, it's all right. He's quite good with that sort of stuff.
Right. It's quite where you are standing at the moment. It's fairly dark, so she's kind of like,
Oh,
come.
I'll step into the
come
light.
forward. Oh. She recoils at your appearance.
Again.
That's what we said as well.
You'd be surprised how often that happens. Almost all the time.
And who are you then? Where is everybody? Where are the? I passed out. Some smoke got into my quarters. I don't.
It's a smog bee.
A what?
A smog bee.
Oh, all right. I'm Ingrid.
Right, Ingrid. My name's Thorgrim. These are my companions. This one is pretty good with that sort of thing. Why don't you let them help you?
Fine. She puts it down on the anvil between you, which she's kind of moved behind as a kind of bit of a defensive barrier. She's clearly had a bit of a traumatic time. I woke up and there were bloody kobolds. What the fuck are kobolds doing in the spear? I fought some of them. I didn't have time to. They tried to steal my bloody arm. They smashed it up when I tried to take it back from them. And they beat the crap out of me and fucked off upstairs.
They've been a right mess.
The arm is a very no nonsense but super functional prosthetic limb. So it's not got any kind of fancy filigree or even any kind of real, hexagonal design that dwarves love. It's just like it's beautiful in its functional capability and its simplicity.
Elegant, straightforward, should be fairly routine to fix. I can see where you'd be having trouble though. It's definitely a two-hand job, isn't it?
Aye. You're a big one, she says, looking at Ganath.
I look over my shoulder. Like, oh, me? Yeah.
No.
Aye. Yeah.
No, she points at Teritamas.
Says nothing.
Oh my god. Playing a mixed ancestry dwarf giant. Just looking like a human the whole time. It's like the child of a mermaid and a minotaur.
Yeah.
It's just the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a bit tall.
She kind of staggers slightly and leans on the anvil. I'm so tired.
Torgrim, do you want to see to her injuries? She's a bit of a mess.
What do I have in my basic supplies? What are basic supplies?
Right, Ben, let's have a finesse roll from you, please, to
Yes.
help with this arm.
Okay, I will use my device integration again to get a little hopey hope boost. And yeah, rather than picking up any tools, just sort of get in there and start messing with it on a more microscopic level.
Mm-hmm. She's looking at what
yeah.
you're doing. Wow.
Wow, 26.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is nice. She's kind of like, she's stunned, and the rest of you are kind of looking at her from a "are you okay" perspective, and she kind of glances between you at what Artemis is doing.
So it didn't have filigree or hexagonal design, but now
she's what she seems to be like confused by what you're doing. I've only seen a few others do it like that.
Oh, Tritimus, get that grappler from over there.
Sorry, what?
The grappler, like my chain thingy. There was one on the floor over there.
Tritimus, go and do what?
Please.
Thank you.
She looks at you like,
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but one of my starting equipment was basic supplies. Is that like...
you can give her a
Food?
drink and some food. Yeah, she's
yeah,
hungry.
like some biscuits and,
Yeah. She
and a
kind of
bit
eats
of...
something and drinks something, and like they've scavenged anything really worthwhile. Unfortunately, most of the arms and armor of any note has been stolen. I think they've put it in some giant wicker basket. I don't know.
No, they put it in their Chaos
or they've
Engine. They're
nabbed
using it to integrate with the Kobolds to
bastards.
turn them into half.
Thumps the anvil when you say that.
Mm.
Fucking Throx.
Let me see you. Let me see the gimbal on your shoulder.
She turns,
Click, click, click.
and it kind of, and she's like, oh, thank you.
Try firing the grappler,
I've got the grappling hook now. Don't fire it. Don't fire it yet.
integrating it into the arm.
Yeah,
was my
yeah.
thinking.
So you slot it in, and she's like, and like, yeah. One day you'll have to come back and tell me how you did that. But I think we've probably got more worrying problems right now. Well, how can I help you? You've already helped me.
Well, we'd come up here to see what we could scavenge on the armory level. I don't know if you know if there's anything decent hidden around anywhere. And then we were planning on heading up to take out their Chaos Engine or move it to the further stalactite for dropping. Someone who knows their way around would be helpful.
The only thing that I'm aware of is we do have a small stash of Yaneth steel weapons.
Immediately,
She points over to, like, in the corner. You can't see what's over there, right? It's dark and everything. There's a sealed room behind that wall, a secret door, if you would. It's a cache of valuable things. I don't think they got in there. If they did, they shut the door behind them, which would seem a bit strange. But there's probably enough to arm you with some. She's looking at kind of your gear and equipment, probably some better weapons than what you have.
over that way, and I'll head over to wherever
She walks with you. She's kind of stumbling, and kind of leans on Gareth.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give her a healing potion.
Okay. She eagerly gulps it down, and like you see is like the red warm glow spreads through her
That's
body,
my
and it's
own
kind of
healing potion.
pokes out of the wounds that you haven't seen, you know, and it's like you kind of sense that weird resealing of flesh as it once was. And she's like, "Oh, thank you. Right, let me have a look." And she goes over. She goes, "Oh shit." And you can see that there's like a wall section that's kind of pivoted slightly. And in the doorway, there is a dead dwarf body that's kind of blocked it from closing. And she like stops. She kind of looks down.
I will, as respectfully as possible, remove the body from
No,
the
she
doorway.
steps before you can. She steps up.
Ah.
She goes, "Push the wall. I will move Ranar."
Oh, okay.
There's war.
And she picks him up with her left arm. And she's like, gives Artemis a little look, and then walks away with him. And the door opens, and inside, they hadn't maybe got in there yet. There are tier 2 improved weapons, which are there is a pair of improved arcane gauntlets. There are improved swords, improved rapiers, cutlass, dagger, warhammer, mace, longbow, shortbow, crossbow. Anything that says improved in the physical or magical equipment section. None of the stuff below, which has got weird names, but the improved section, you can each pick one weapon and one armor. I think that's right.
I won't be taking any.
Yeah.
Because it's all melee stuff.
Well, there's improved gambeson armor, there's improved leather armor, there's improved chainmail armor. There is not improved full plate armor.
What's gambeson?
That's like cloth stuff, padded armor that goes underneath. You know, like the arming doublet.
Yeah.
tunic
Then you
type
put the
thing.
stuff over.
Then you put the stuff over. it.
Yeah. Well, if no one wants it, I'll take the leather. Though I suspect our monkey friend will probably need that.
That you can have one yourself and he can have one.
Can I have
Cool. In
one
which
too?
case, I'll do that.
Yes.
Oh.
You each get one selection, so it's like, oh look, there happens to be some useful stuff that we want. I could put 12 rapiers in there if you want.
No.
I remember in an old AD&D game, I played a swashbuckler who was weapon specialised in the rapier. And our DM, I should say, was very into just the random rolling of weapon types. So there were never any magical rapiers. But I never gave in and used those other bloody magic swords because it wasn't in my character's style. He did drink from a magic fountain and get a strength of 20 though, so... But
Always
he had a
nice,
constitution of 6 because he died 3 times.
Ouch.
So yeah, each pick an improved primary weapon and an improved armor from tier 2.
Okay, I've added it all to my character sheet.
Okay, cool.
How do I do that?
I'm doing it in demiplane and then syncing it.
What could I do?
Okay.
I'll take a spear then, and
Spear and leather armor. Spear and leather armor.
Don't casters use higher armor than Gambeson?
I'm using leather.
I'm using leather as well.
You can use
I like the
whatever
way
you
it
want.
feels.
What you can
Look,
say,
I
what
have
you
to
could
say
say,
it
Ben, is
because
you
it's-
find some plates that mount onto you
Yeah, that's
that
I'm
go
going
onto
for
your
I'm
frame,
looking
but it's
forward to
leather
the Iron
armor
Man
efficient,
suit.
you know, or whatever. You can
I'm
do whatever you
building.
want.
I'm building an Iron Man suit here.
Well, that's
You know,
cool.
a mini mech.
I'm all up for that.
I have to say it because it's a little bit like when Thingy kicks the helmet and breaks his toe. I'm not wearing any armor.
That's fair.
Right, I have to say it.
You just
also,
got reinforced underpants.
no, she's just got, just a pair of shorts on.
Sure.
And also, none of these primary weapons, even improved, are as good as me just punching shit.
How do I?
But
how do I
improved
put that on my
arcane
character
gauntlets,
sheet?
that does allow you to do magic damage. So it
What does
might
it
be
say?
useful to have those, just in case you need to fight something that reduces physical damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would change your damage type, which would be useful.
So Dan, if you go to equipment, then the little blue box that says manage equipment, and then you can enter it into search engine, improved, whatever.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
And then
Our
you can
viewers are
even,
getting a little bit of demiplane help as well while
you
they're
can
watching.
even remove the other things if you click on them, and there's a remove button.
Still got filters set. Yes, I've got filters set. I need to turn my filters off.
I mean, you are a brawler though, right? So they do just punch things and run around in their pants. So
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
exactly what he's
that's cool.
designed to. The only other thing I was thinking, like he has a dagger because he's a bit of a dirty fighter because he's a competitive
it's
bastard.
useful to have something that can cut things as well.
Yeah, and if I use it in as my secondary weapon, it gives me +2 to my unarmed strike because I'm just digging in a
Nice.
bit.
Yeah. It's like the old backward knife. You got the blade back there.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like Sting in Dune, where he's got a little weird waist blade.
No, I imagine he's just got a really sharp coin in between.
Oh
some
yeah,
of his
no,
fingers
of
and
course
he
he's
just
got the coin.
punches.
Yeah, perfect.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
what he's got. Just digging it in, just a couple of little cuts here and there to make it
That's cool.
weary. But yeah, I'll have a look at these
No worries.
these
You can pick one.
gauntlets. If I click them on, what does that do?
So you gather these things.
Yeah, that goes down.
You also find a large crate, Tritomas. You find a large crate, and it's got danger prototype equipment written on the side.
Those are 3 of my 5 favorite words. I'll pretend to open it up carefully, but actually just rip it open like it's Christmas.
Okay, you kind of wedge, it's nailed shut, and you kind of lift the lid up, and you open it up, and sort of in lots of cloth wrappings, you pull out a strange object. It looks like someone has taken a kind of backpack and built metallic cones off of the back of it, and they have like slight fins on them, and they have a real kind of industrial, grungy, coppery feel to them, but they are effectively arcane dwarven rocket packs. And there's a box of these arcane dwarven rocket packs, and it says on them, very dangerous, unpredictable. It's got like a little health warning type thing with various different things. And inside the crate there is a little pamphlet about the operation of the arcane dwarven rocket packs.
Rocket
That's that
being a
cat.
man-
crate,
Rocket
isn't
pants sounds quite cool as well,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Being
Yeah.
a male in Furnace, obviously I just throw the instructions to the side.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Yes, chaps, found some very dangerous fun things. Look, we can battle the smog bee. Mano y mano.
Oh god, I really, really, really want one out of character, but in character I could just turn into a flying animal, and I don't think I need it.
I'll take
It's
Well, all your
not
gear and
really a
equipment changes with you,
thing.
right? So, you could have one and it just, you can just turn into a flying creature, right?
Right, a flying creature, but with rocket engines.
Yeah, I'd
Rocket
allow you to
owl.
turn into like a giant eagle with the rocket pack on.
That would be amazing.
That would be cool.
Right, shall we just add this to the Ganeth cart?
Well,
Pack
the
one.
Ganeth cart is kind of getting a bit loaded. You'd probably each have to take one
Yeah.
Oh, that's
if you
awful.
want to have one.
That's
awful.
Yeah, I'm afraid we'll all have to take
Tritomas
one.
is like emptying this crate, right?
Yeah.
And there's enough that everyone can have one. There's probably a
Okay.
couple more. But there are lots of warning signs on it. Yeah. And
Push
It-
come to shove, we could always use them as an explosive.
it says erratic power consumption.
Those
It
again.
says short flights only. It says highly maneuverable, highly dangerous. Potentially explosive.
I mean, that's all fine, but you just have to give it a go, don't you? Just at least once.
For
Twice,
emergency
three.
use only.
And who's to say what's one man's emergency is another man's quiet Sunday afternoon? So, yes, we should get right on this. Where are we going now? That possibly somewhere we could fly to, or is it just upstairs again?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that experimental dwarven rocket pack is not something available in the manage equipment section of anything.
No, it's not. No. Yeah.
I've actually gone for an improved cutlass rather than a rapier.
Oh, cool.
And I've kept my original grappler, and I've gone with what you suggested, Pete, and I've put improved chainmail, but rather
Okay.
than being chainmail, it's attaching plates
Yeah.
through the old
like forms
gambeson.
up around like
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Um,
Awesome.
I think Gnath's just going to take a couple of daggers. If I take an improved small dagger, it adds +3 to my primary weapon damage. So it's just like a couple
Nice.
of extra.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what he's going to go with.
Awesome. Okay. So Ingrid returns as you've all kind of tooling up, and she looks at Teritamas and she's like, "Oh, you found those, did you?
This
They're
literally should have been
bloody
the first,
dangerous.
should have been the first thing you said when we walked in the room, love. To be fair,
They're bloody dangerous."
Isn't it?
Well, I didn't, because you fucking kill yourself with one of those if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where's the instructions?
They came with instructions, did they? That's quite a wrinkle I hadn't factored in.
It's to do with there's control levers on your on the straps.
What, like this?
Don't turn it on right now. Did you turn it on?
I didn't know there was an on button. So-
Okay.
He didn't read the instructions.
yeah. It's not on.
Right, we'll only use these, chaps, when it's very, very obvious and serious.
Well, they were designed. Basically, if this thing is falling from the sky, you could jump out the window and get away. That's what they're for. Like ultra emergencies, not just. I don't want to see you folks shooting down corridors on these rocket packs. That
Close
would
your
be a
eyes,
waste. And they don't last very long, by the way. And once
they
they're
got-
done, they're done.
They got fuel and stuff.
They've got a short charge,
Hmm.
a magical charge,
Oh,
but
lovely.
it's erratic, and you've got to be bloody careful if you use one of those.
Right.
When you
Next
use
time we
one
have
of
a little
those.
bit of a rest, I'll see if I can give it a bit of a poke and maybe make it a little bit less explodey.
Gnath is a lawborn giant. He's spent a lot of time around academics.
Mhm.
He knows how this is going to end.
A wheelie chair and lying on our tummies and shooting down corridors
Knows exactly how this is going to end.
Amen.
with a fire extinguisher in each hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, well, the two outer staircases go up to ramparts. The central one leads up through the kitchens to the living quarters. So I don't know where you want to go or what your plan is, but they all seem to plough up that middle staircase.
Middle staircase, living quarters, central area.
Yes,
Above.
absolutely.
Kitchens, living quarters, communal area.
Right, that's our destination.
Oh, right. It's like a large hall, segmented by low walls, not truly dividing it up, but providing sort of spaces for people to meet and talk and indulge in conversation or hobbies, etc.
Are you coming with us?
I'm not really much of a warrior, to be honest. But I will come with you if you want me to, or I could remain here and hopefully keep this staircase clear in case you need to retreat.
Is she saying keep this, like, dwarfs being proud and stuff? Like, is she just covering her pride? She definitely doesn't want to go and get in a fight, or is she...
She seems 50-50, really.
All right. Well, yeah. Nobody coming up behind us is a good plan.
All right.
I'll hand over one of the jetpacks. Just in case, you might need to jump out of this thing if it starts plummeting to the ground, if anything awful happens.
Please don't make it plummet to the ground.
No, we're absolutely, definitely trying to avoid that. Chaos engines, all of that. Artemis knows what to do, it's fine.
She seems quite... Anytime anyone mentions a chaos engine, she is generally really fucking annoyed. Not scared, just fucking annoyed.
Just outraged.
She's a
called that
smith.
decent quality dwarf stuff, and they chucked it in there to weld it onto kobolds.
I know, and she's a smith. It's like Throx has deliberately created these things as a perversion of the pure crafting art that dwarves were given from Ondrum. So it's like, it's their people hate it. Right, well, I will... and she's getting gear together, like weapons and things, right, to position at a place around that staircase. So she's got like lots of crossbows and things, you know, like set up just in case anyone comes from that door or they're over there where you guys came from. Right, so that's already, you know, here I've got row up some shields to give me a good barricade. She seems to be like, you know, defensively minded. You know. Well, good luck. And you guys start to make your way up the central staircase. And we will leave our episode there as you guys go on to the next section of Nalana's Spear with a little bit better gear. You are in a military, you know, center here, so it's, you know, and you got to tier 2, so it feels right to sort of it matches up with the kind of progression of the characters, right? So,
And we had a montage.
And you had a montage, so perfect. And you've got experimental dwarven rocket pants, so even better.
Was that a Freudian slip, or have we actually got rocket pants?
I think they've become rocket pants. I always think of Kat saying Robbie rocket pants. Anyway, and Junior Birdman, the hell out of here. Anyway, right. Red Dwarf is amazing. If you haven't seen Red Dwarf, go watch Red Dwarf, viewers. Okay.
I'll watch it now.
Yeah.
No, watch this. Oh no, you have watched this. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Anyway,
for watching. Enjoy
thank you
Red
very
Dwarf.
much to all of our viewers and to my players. Hopefully you enjoyed that session, and if you want to like, comment or subscribe, that would be fantastic. Tell us about any rules we got wrong. That does help because we're still learning Daggerheart, and I still don't have my physical book yet because I live in the UK and didn't pre-order one, and I'm an idiot. So I'm still waiting for my book. But anyway, thank you for watching. Check out all our links below. We will have a link for the Kobolds Supplement. Yes, here's the shameless plug. Kobolds Supplement and now the Mechanolith Supplement. They are both on DriveThruRPG. And for all of September, I've knocked the price down a little bit, so the links are down there. And if you're watching this in September of 25, then cool. Other than that, thanks very much, everybody. Stay safe and happy gaming. Bye bye.